everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be going over our paycheck budget for the second half of March. This is our final paycheck budget of the month of March, and it is going to get us into April, and it is all about saving in our emergency fund because that is our main goal right now. We are trying to save as much as possible, quickly as possible. If you are new here, this is Pennies, Not Perfection. We are a budgeting channel where we talk about our budget and paying off debt and building a better financial future for ourselves and our family. And that means saving for unknown and unexpected expenses like what's been happening in our world today. Some crazy times right now, and we are adjusting as quickly and as well as we can. So I'm going to show you how we are taking our budget and just taking things that we normally pay for and moving them into savings for a bigger emergency fund cushion. Okay, let's get into this. I feel like we are going to be putting a lot of things from our fixed and variable expenses down here into what is going into savings. So this is other expenses, and for right now it's going to be emergency fund savings. We are trying to build up 3 to 6 months savings as fast as possible. We did this previously, but then we had started paying off debt, so we only had a smaller emergency fund, and with everything going on, this is our top priority until we either get laid off or things go back to normal or something else happens and we finish it. So I'm trying to do as many YouTube videos and earn income on the side, and I'm trying to use our income the best way possible to fund this fund down here. So I'm going to go through our fixed expenses, variable, and then what we're throwing this direction, so you can see kind of how we're doing that. So this paycheck is from 3/20 to 4/3, and this is the second paycheck budget of the month of March for us. We had our income, it was on the 20th, we both got paid on the 20th, and it was salary, and the amount for this paycheck period that we got is $2,451. So we are going to allocate that, and I will show you what we're doing. So we do have to pay our mortgage once during this period, and this is a bi-weekly payment. It is only half of our normal payment. We pay $1,200 a month, but we have it set up bi-weekly, so we're paying off our mortgage faster, so it's $600. And then I don't know the date of that. I would have to get my calendar, which I don't have. Our utility bill is due, so utilities. And this is the bill for last month. It was $190. We also have our internet, which is super important now that we're both working from home. We can't skip that. That's $72. And then let's see, my gym membership, which is not able to be canceled currently, is due on the 1st of the month. So internet is, I believe, on the 25th or 24th. Utilities, I'm gonna put that, we can pay that bill anytime, honestly. It has to be paid before the 27th. And we do have Amazon Prime for now, just because we ordered a lot of stuff off there and it's $13 a month. We are going to be doing that for a little while. We do, let's see, we paid Netflix last time, I believe, yes, on the 15th. So we have our security system, and that needs to stay in place. That's $25, and that is on the 25th or 24th as well. And then our 529 plan, we have a ton of stuff that comes out like the same 2 days, the 24th and 25th. Our 529 plan for our daughter, we're putting $25 in that, and that's a auto draft. Okay, let's see if I got all the bills. And then I do have a therapy appointment, actually, the day this video is gonna come out, and that is 3/23, and I'm not canceling it because I've been super up and down anxious, so I need to get my therapist's opinion on how to proceed and how to keep myself calm. So I'm gonna pay for therapy out of this budget, and then when my FSA reimburses me, I'm gonna just put that money in the emergency fund. So I do have an FSA that is pre-tax from my salary, and I get reimbursed once I pay for something out of pocket with pre-tax money. So that will just get funded into the emergency fund, but it'll probably be next paycheck budget because I don't have anything coming out this time. And let's see if I've covered everything. So crime, gym, kind of doing this all off of the top of my head. And then we do have Elevest, which is investment for the future. And it's only $10, so I'm going to leave it for now, just because I don't want to log in and stop our investments, because it will eventually come back, even if it is a long time. And $10 isn't much. That's like hardly anything at all. So fixed expenses that are normally in this category that are going to come down here is daycare. We are not currently paying for daycare, but I'm going to keep it in our budget like we are and put it instead into the emergency fund immediately. So daycare money is going in there, and it's $240 for the 2 weeks. It's $120 a week that we normally pay, so that's going straight to the emergency fund. So that's good. And let's add up all of that. 600, 190, 72, 150, 13, 25, 25, 130, and 10. So 12, 15 here. And 24.51 minus our bills that we can't really get rid of, 12.36. That is what we have for the rest of our budget. And right now we're not really eating out, so food is just going to be $250. That's obviously for all food, grocery, and everything. We do have a pretty good stockpile right now of food, so we might not even use this. So at the end of this paycheck budget, at the beginning of the month, I'm going to reevaluate what we have left over and just move it to this account, but I won't know until later. And then gas is an expense we might have in the next couple weeks, but not as much as normal. So I'm going to give us $50, and that should be enough. I was doing higher amounts for gas because we were spending more, but since we're not, I'm going to put the other, let's say $50 into the emergency fund that we would probably budget for gas, but we're not going anywhere, and our city is actually under a like stay-at-home order, so we really shouldn't go anywhere. And then my husband gets personal money, and I'm not going to stop that because that's up to him how he wants to spend it. He'll probably hold on to it. He's cool and responsible, and I love him. Hey, babe. And then I get personal money, but I'm putting mine into the emergency fund just because honestly, I have like $51 in my Venmo right now, and I don't need it. I'm not spending money, so I don't need it. I'd rather put it in our new emergency fund for 3 to 6 months. So let's see, $250, $300, $400 here. So that's pretty easy math. 1236 minus 400, 836. So 836. And then we do have a couple sinking funds that we need to do for our Mint mobile phones. We need to put aside $50 just to make sure that's covered. And we have Amazon Subscribe and Save that we set up for a bunch of things so we never really run out, and that's $50. So $100 here. And we normally have some cash sinking funds, but we are not going to do those because that's just frivolous fun spending. So that's $100 that is going to go over here. And that was for like glam and pets and stuff like that. That just isn't really necessary if we're in emergency mode. So that's going to go over here. And another thing that we normally do is we were saving for travel for a graduation trip, but honestly, it seems like graduations might get canceled and might not happen at all. So we will just put the money in our emergency fund and see what happens. So over here, let's see, 836, so 736 would be here. And then this is going to be our final category since it is the more important one. And then minus 50, minus another 50, and then minus 300 for the next two. So $96 left. So I'm just going to put leftover up here and put that whole $96 in here because we don't need anything. So we're gonna be left with zero. I'm gonna add up how much is going in our emergency fund. You'll see this tomorrow in the Transfer Tuesday video. I will make the actual transfers tomorrow, but it's good to have it all planned out beforehand. So we are putting $736 from this paycheck into our emergency fund. That is going to be added onto the 100 that we have. So we'll have 836 at the end of this month, and hopefully more once I get my online income coming in and figure out how I can add to that. So the notes and goals for this paycheck are just save, save, save. And I hope that everyone is doing the same as well, because if this whole situation has taught us nothing, it is that we need to have bigger emergency funds, because stuff can come out of left field and hit really fast and change things super fast. So that's kind of our plan right now, because we are super uncertain on what's going to happen in the next couple months. So I'd rather just have a security blanket account that covers us for anything that might happen. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you are doing well and staying safe. That's it for me today. I am so glad I'm still working and bringing in paychecks, even if they are smaller, because it is crazy out there, you guys. So be safe, do your best. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be consistent and make the best choice in the moment that you can. You can do this, okay? Bye, guys.